Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single supersonic player that came out today from best to worst in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 11,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, the first card that I think is the worst card in today's set, unfortunately, is the Speedy Claxton card. He's just not good. He's 5'11", so he's absolutely tiny. Additionally, all of his off badges basically are playmaking badges. He has no interior, which wouldn't really matter even if he did, because he's only 5'11". He's super fast, but he can't dunk the ball, and he's not even that great of a shooter. Now, release is very good. I mean, DG release is very good. Normal leaner's nice. His SIGs are super solid. At least Stray Escape's great, but Kyrie size isn't good. Kawhi behind the back isn't good. He can't dunk the ball at all, like I said. He's just not a good card. Plain and simple. That's the easiest way to put it. Definitely one of the worst cards that we've seen, honestly, in a pack drop in a while, so definitely a really bad card today. Gus Williams is only 6'2". He's number 12 in my opinion. Hot spots from everywhere, 12 hoffs, but he can dunk the ball, which is nice, but he's still undersized for one. He's still not a particularly great defender. Low interior. He does have off anchoring clamps, but low interior, small, fast, which is nice, but not the greatest shooter. Release is not very good. His SIGs are very mediocre. He is another very, very, very poor card that came out today. Do not recommend using either of those players at all. Symbolar is going to be number 11 for me. This card had so much potential. I mean, we've seen a couple of these tall centers that have had so much potential. Guys like Mark Eaton and Boban Marjanovic and Symbolar, and they've all let us down in some capacity. And for Sam, he's the worst of the three. Not only is he super slow like Boban, but he can't shoot like Mark Eaton. So he's both bad at shooting and he's super slow, so he really doesn't do anything well on the court besides being tall, which means he's still going to be a dominant interior force in terms of mashing, rebounding, and defense. But the lack of speed and the lack of shooting still makes him, in all honesty, pretty much a liability on the court because he can't do either of those things. If he could do at least one of them, he'd be okay, but without being able to do either of them, it's just almost impossible to even say that this card is any good. Gonna go with Kelly Oubre, I think, at number 10. 6'7", so he does have good size at shooting guard. This card is definitely better than the first three we've looked at. I mean, he's a capable defender. He's a very good shooter with good shooting badges, 95 driving dunk. I just don't think this Oubre release is very good. SIGs are not that great, so he's still a pretty mediocre card. Doesn't have any elite dunk animations. He's still okay, but he's just not a great level card. Pretty mediocre option. Another guy who's pretty mediocre is going to be number 9, Jordan Poole. 6'4" with a 6'6" wingspan. He's got good speed. He's an okay defender. Defensive badges are all okay, I guess. Shooting and playmaking badges are really good. The slashing isn't elite, but it is there at least, which is nice. Does have quick drops, which is nice. SIGs are okay. Release, I don't like this Poole release very much. He does have Trey leaner though, so he's got pretty good SIGs, a nice leaner. Does have quick drops off one, which is super nice, but still a bit undersized at only 6'4". Not the best card in the world, but not horrific either. Peja Stojakovic coming in at number 8. Also pretty mid. I mean, he is 6'9" shooting guard, so he's got great size, but he's not an elite slasher. He's not super fast. He's not super slow either, but he's an okay defender. He's a very good shooter. Pretty okay playmaker, but nothing too crazy. SIGs, again, pretty mid. Quick drops off one is nice to have, but this Fournier base I do not think is all that great this year. It's kind of slow, so that's not great either. And normal leaner is nice, but not the fastest release, and when he's mainly a shooting card, you need a more better release to be a truly elite level card. Derrick Rose comes in for me at number 7. I know he's a dark matter, but he's only 6'3", so he doesn't have the greatest size. He's obviously an elite slasher, has really good shooting badges, great playmaking badges, great defensive badges. The stats all the way around are phenomenal, and the D-Rose release on very quick is good. Pro 2 leaner is fine. It's not normal, but it's still a very good leaner. SIGs are okay. Behind the back is not good, but Kelby Escape's okay. D-Rose size was very, very good. One of the best sizes in the game. Dunk animations are not insane, though. He doesn't have quick drops or front clutches. I don't know. He's just a little undersized, despite having amazing stats. Just not that great of a card either, although he is pretty good. Should be very fun to use, at least. Rashard Lewis is also solid. He is a 6'10" small forward, so he's got very good size. 17 hoffs, bully, limitless takeoff, posterizer, bunch of shooting badges, clamp breaker, quick first step, and clamps. Defensive stats are solid, which is, I mean, that's good enough for me, especially since he is 6'10" at small forward. Good shooter, good athlete, good dunker. Just a very solid card. Has quick drops, has decent, not great SIGs, though. I don't like LaMelo's size up. I don't like the Luka escaper behind the back. His release is pretty good. Normal leaner's fine. But just not the best SIGs is what kind of hurts this card. He's not the most elite defender in the world, but he's a pretty good card. Comes in at number 6 on this list. Number 5 is going to be Vlad Rad, another 6'10" small forward. He's a lot slower than Rashard Lewis, but I do think animations wise he's better. His all around hoffs are very, very good. 96 shot 3, has pretty darn good SIGs as well. D-Mitch size is good. John Wall escape is great. Lillard behind the back, best behind the back in the game. He's got quick drops, a very good release, and normal leaner. He's got elite level SIGs, which is why, or much better animations, I would would say, than Rashard Lewis, which is why I have him higher than Rashard, even though Rashard's stats and badges are probably slightly better. Now, at number 4, we have Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt could have been the best card in this set, but they didn't change his release. It's really that simple. Finishing badges are incredible. Defensive badges are also incredible. Even the playmaking badges are really good. They got half handles for days on Wilt Chamberlain. 95 speed and excel on a 7'1" center with an 8-foot wingspan. 80 shot 3 even. That's high enough. He can get every shooting badge. His SIGs are fine. His release is just not good. This Patrick Ewing base, Sam Perkins upper, it's just atrocious. Even on very quick, it's super ugly. It's going to be easy to contest, and it's going to limit this card and prevent him from being one of the best few power forwards in the game. Still going to be a very good card. These top 4 cards are all good. I just don't think he's any better than the top 3. And speaking of top 3, we got KD at number 3. So all 3 Dark Matters aren't even top 2 cards in today's set, in my opinion. 6'10" at small forward, so he's got great size, hotspots from everywhere, 30 hoffs, got all the key finishing badges, shooting badges, and playmaking and defensive badges are all elite. Defensive stats are phenomenal. He's super fast. He's an elite level shooter and an elite level dunker. But again, KD's release on very quick. It's good. It's not incredible. KD's leaner, not that good. MJ dribble style's good, but the rest of his SIGs, Lillard behind the back's great, but his half-court SIGs, the size of an escape, are not that great. He does have quick drops off 1, but animation-wise, just still not the best release in the world, not the best SIGs in the world. Very good card. Not quite top 2 in today's set for me. The top 2 cards, number 2 is Rudy Fernandez. I think he's an elite level slasher. He's a really solid shooter, great playmaker, really solid defender, 6'6" at the point guard position, 92 speed and excel, good shooter, great dunker, solid defender, has really good animations, a great release on very quick, normal leaner, very good SIGs, front clutch dunk animations, a really, really, really good card because animations wise, he's phenomenal. He's one of the top 5 point guards in the game. I'm not sure any of the other cards that we've looked at today are top 5 at their position, whereas Rudy Fernandez certainly is, and for that reason, he's number 2, but number 1 is not close. Andre Karolinko is the best card in today's set by a mile after they updated his animations. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, giving him solid size at the 3. Hotspots from everywhere, 17 hoffs. He's got the 2 best finishing badges, 2 of the best shooting badges, including Hoff Limitless, the 2 best playmaking badges, and unbelievable defensive badges. His stats defensively are insane. He's very fast. He's an elite level shooter and an elite slasher. He's got front clutches, one of the best couple dunk animations in the game. He's got some of the best SIGs in the game with Trey size up, Trey escape, Lillard behind the back, and MJ dribble style. He's got one of the best releases in the game, O'Shea Brissett base on very quick, and the Trey fade, which might be the best fade in the game as well. This card is the best small forward in the game and by far the best card that came out in today's drop. I am a massive fan of this AK card and definitely think that it's really not even particularly close that he is the best card in today's drop. So just going to recap it real quickly at the end of the video for y'all. The best cards in this set, or best to worst, goes Andre Karolinko, Rudy Fernandez, Kevin Durant, Wilt Chamberlain, Vladimir Radmanovic, Rashard Lewis, Derrick Rose, Peja Stojakovic, Jordan Poole, Kelly Oubre, Simbalar, Gus Williams, and Speedy Claxton. In that order, I think that is the way that this drop shapes out from best to worst. So hopefully this video gives y'all a good picture on all the cards in this drop, who to pick up, who not to pick up, all that stuff. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.